Konnichiwa, Minisan.
Whoops. Hello and welcome to Famicast 273, your Famicast for the latter part of July 2024. I'm your host, Danny, and today I'm joined as always by James Charlton.
It's Danny's first time, you know. He's not used to this whole live streaming thing.
Absolutely.
Danny?
No, never.
He's only done it 273 times. Well, actually, no, that's technically not correct. But
maybe more.
Hello. We're doing it live, apparently.
Yes. And we're also joined by Mr. Cat Drugs himself, Ty.
Hello, alive friends.
Thank you. Yes, we're all alive as far as I know. Welcome. Got another exciting episode for you guys today. Some topical games to talk about, some new updates to a couple of older games. Of course, at the time of we're recording, it's July 17th. We're just hours away from the release of Nintendo World Championships, so we won't be talking about that today. It's not like we got a review code from Nintendo Japan or anything, of course. Right. It's not going to happen. But yeah, still lots of cool stuff to talk about, some cool stuff in the news, a little bit of anime trash, some Fukubukuro stuff, and yeah, should be a pretty exciting episode. So let's just go ahead and get things kicked off with new business.
We got one shot to get it right, guys.
We do. All right, now I'll go ahead and get us kicked off here with new business today. So at the last Nintendo Direct, one of the things they talked about was that Nintendo, they said they're going to bring an update to Nintendo Switch Sports, which is a game I haven't played since it came out in 2022. And
well, seriously, it's summer 2022 or
I think so.
And that's not wrong. 2 years. It took them 2 years to update and add a new sport. Jesus.
Well, it might was that last year. Oh my god. Okay, it might have been last. Okay, whatever. Maybe please check that.
I'll fact check it while you're talking about it.
But anyways, they have added at least one sport to it. I know they added golf at some point, and what they just added here recently is basketball. They added that back on July 10th, and I went ahead and just checked it out. I know with Wii Sports Resort, I was really into the basketball in that game. I thought it was fun. Nothing like too terribly deep. I like the 3-point shooting contest that they had on that, and a lot of stuff that they have here in Nintendo Switch Sports is pretty similar to kind of what they had in Wii Sports Resort. I'm going to throw up some video clip that I have here as well, so you guys can
coming see. April 29, 2022, Nintendo Switch Sports minus one game, which will come later.
Yeah,
that's what they said back in 2022.
Okay.
So more than 2 years.
yeah. But no, at the time they were talking about golf, and oh my god, I thought it was maybe a couple of other ones that they added up to that point. But basketball, like they have a couple of different things that you can play. You can play like a 2-on-2, or you can play a 3-point shooting contest. First, what I have in the video footage, if you're watching the video version, it's the 2-on-2 mode. First, I'm playing just against the computer, which are really, really easy. The thing I don't like about this 2-on-2 mode, it's basketball, but unlike real basketball, action just stops once you make a stop on defense, once you miss a shot, or steal the ball or something like that. Kind of lame and not like basketball at all. You don't control the characters with the joystick on the Joy-Con. You just flail your arm and make them like run or dribble. Yeah, kind of lame. I did play online against somebody, and you get teamed up randomly with somebody. I just wanted to do the 3-point shooting contest thing online, but you can't really choose what you do. You just kind of get thrown into basketball and whatever they let you do or whatever. So that was kind of disappointing, but yeah, I was teamed up with Nick, whoever that is, and facing some scrubs. Going against them. And I think I get a couple of dunks in here actually, which I didn't do when I was actually playing the computer. But I mean, the thing is with this, what you're trying to do while waggling the controller, because at one point you have the ball, or you're just the other guy. When you're the other guy, like on offense, you have to waggle and get past the other player to get open, and then hopefully get a shot. It's all based on timing and stuff too. Like there it is, big dunk from old Danny B there.
Yeah. No, there's no way he could dunk.
Yeah, that character looks like he's about 4 feet tall, so right. I don't know.
A 4 foot tall white guy.
Yeah, with glasses.
Yeah,
no, right. Nerd.
Right.
Yeah. I was not so impressed with this aspect of the game. I did think that the shooting was fine, mostly. I mean, it's not bad. There's really not much to it. You just you hold ZR, and then you hold the Joy-Con up behind your head, and then you just kind of make a shooting motion. The 3-point shooting contest is a little bit different. Like you have to start with the Joy-Con to your right, like kind of facing down. Then you press ZR, and then you pick up and do the shooting motion. And you're just trying to make as many shots as you can in 90 seconds or something, at least in the first mode that they have. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's, not too hard, just kind of fun to do. I can see this type of a game, even the 2-on-2 stuff, being fun with kids. I think kids would have a good time with that. If you're looking for something deep, I don't think you're gonna have fun here. It's kind of like, that's kind of the thing with Nintendo Switch Sports. Like I was kind of excited about it when it first came out, because they said, hey, we're gonna have this plaza, and you can get different outfits and like all this different stuff. And I don't know, I thought there was so much more that they could have done with this. Make this like an interactive plaza or something, but they did not do that.
It's just a glorified menu screen, basically.
Basically.
Are you using 2 Joy-Cons here? I couldn't quite tell from.
No, you just use one. One.
Okay.
Because even when you're doing the regular stuff, when you're just playing like the 2-on-2, you're just using one Joy-Con. That's it. And I think the point of that is so you can play with as many people as you can, because I mean, obviously the Joy-Con are pretty damn expensive, and if they're wanting to get families into playing this stuff, at least if you have a system, you could at least play 2 players. So.
Yeah, the cool thing about Wii Sports Resort was that, like the airplane mode, where you could just like explore the whole map and stuff like that. So this, I mean, with the map, it looks so much better, right? So much more beautiful, but it's just, you can't interact with it at all. Just look at it from a distance. That's it.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I will say this, looking at the screen right now, you can see like a cityscape in the background. That's actually kind of nice looking and stuff. And, there's people looking around, watching you shoot the ball and stuff. I mean, kind of neat, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if you have Nintendo Switch Sports and you're a fan of basketball, I mean, I think it's worth busting it out to check this out, even for just like, I don't know, I played for like 45 minutes capturing some video for this, and that was about it. But, it's like, okay, that's cool.
I like basketball, but I don't have Nintendo Switch Sports.
Okay. Yeah.
Thoughts?
You're good, man. I'd say unless you find this game for like if you don't have this game by now, don't worry about it. Get it on a super deep sale or something if you can. But nah.
Will I be able to get it for $3 like I did for that NBA game?
I doubt it. NBA 2K always goes on super
2K,
sale around this time of year, man. I mean,
which one did I get? Was it 2021 or something?
Was that last year or the year before?
A couple of years ago.
Okay, it could have been. Yeah, it could have been 23 or 22. It's kind of hard to say.
Talk about bang for your buck. It's like a 45 gigabyte download for like $3.
It's huge. If you're into simulation basketball, NBA 2K is freaking awesome. And if you're just always looking for a really cheap basketball game to buy, wait until about June or July, because it's like literally 2 months before the next one comes out, and 2K is gonna cut that baby down, so you can always get it for super cheap. So.
Yeah, I'm sure Nintendo will reduce their first-party games to $3 as well.
Yes. Well, I mean, I guess the good thing about Switch Sports is, though, it is kind of like a budget title for Nintendo. Don't quite remember the pricing on it outside of Japan, but in Japan, it's about like 1,000 yen cheaper than the regular, 1,500 yen cheaper than regular stuff. But
by the way, if you're hearing that deep rumbling sound coming from Danny's microphone, that is not his stomach, although his stomach is rumbling most of the time. That is actually thunder.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't sure if you guys can hear that. I was hoping you couldn't. No, it's kind of raining kind of hard outside right now. Doing it live.
And then it'll probably start rumbling on my end as well because it's
probably.
making its way to. Well, actually, no. Mine and Ty's prefecture. It'll eventually arrive.
Right.
Stay tuned. It was like we had that earthquake.
I was gonna say,
just
yeah.
Danny and then me.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
So I haven't even looked at the weather forecast, so I don't know. Anyways, but that's gonna do it for me for new business. Not a lot. I've been playing, of course, still more Star Wars Hunters, but we talked about that last time, so I won't bore you guys with that anymore. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to Ty.
Oh yeah, cool. Let's go. Let's see. A couple things I want to go over. First, I want to talk about the usual Dead by Daylight stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Laura Tomb Raider
Lara.
came out yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Purple Derp. So yeah, you can get her for like $5. It's
Okay.
yeah. She's got some powerful new perks. Might be kind of a big deal. Yeah. So I mean, there's no new map or killer or anything. It's just the survivor.
Okay.
But you know, it seems like it might be she might have some pretty impactful perks. So yeah, if you don't know,
wasted opportunity. She could have had a T-Rex as the killer.
Right? That would be fun.
Stomping through the
Oh yeah, you just reminded me of the April Fool's Day side game they had. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, you said like they made everybody really big. Yeah.
The giant Oni and the little tiny survivors. Yeah.
Right.
That would be perfect.
There you go.
So they're actually doing a new side game opening up next week. They did a live stream about it yesterday. They're doing a 2v8 mode.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty bananas looking. They did a couple demo matches. And they've like reworked a ton of stuff to make it viable. Like, oh yeah, we got a trailer on screen here. So I think it's all right. It's limited to only like the
was that Danny?
Yes.
I just saw Danny just pop up.
Yeah, one of the guys in the game is actually me.
Oh, he's dead.
Didn't have to pay much.
Yeah. So the only available killers are like the initial 5, I think.
Okay.
And then they're on a team, and they've kind of reworked how they do because they now have instead of using the usual game's perks, they have some new like base kit abilities in 2v8. Like when Trapper puts down a trap, like it kind of gives his partner a speed boost.
Okay.
Like the Wraith guy that can turn invisible can also kind of turn his partner invisible when he's close by him. And they've done something similar with the survivors. Like instead of like picking like 4 perks or whatever, you basically just pick like one role, and it gives you like a base set of abilities. Like I think there's like Scout, which will reveal the killer to the your teammates, and I don't remember the other ones off the top of my head. It's all in the stream, and there's like pictures floating around. So basically, you just get like a pre-made set of abilities on your survivor.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can play as any survivor in this mode, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
Like even the licensed ones that, licenses can be weird when you're like doing some goofy side mode, but they have all the survivors in here, so that's kind of nice.
Okay.
Yeah. What was there another thing I was going to talk about? Oh, yeah. And they're going to have cross progression in the game next week.
Oh, from like for all the different platforms and all that type of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
So you can sign up on the website and then like link your accounts, and theoretically next week it'll like combine all your progress and stuff. So I'll report back on how that goes.
Okay, that's cool. I like it when games do that, and it seems like that's been more of a thing that's been happening here within the past 5 years. It's a good trend. I like that.
Yes, and as you know, I have all the achievements on 2 platforms, so hopefully my account will have some like fat stacks of stuff on it. I'm not like they already have like cross progression, but it's only between like Steam and Epic Store.
That's weird. Okay.
I think, yeah. So I don't know exactly like what combines and what just takes the highest value or whatever.
Okay.
I think like your prestige level, it probably just takes the highest one, but like your stockpiled items, I think it'll like just combine your stockpiles.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, would be nice. Hopefully, I'll only have to buy characters once now, which is nice.
Yeah, that would be another benefit of that then too, huh?
Yeah.
Theoretically speaking, at least.
Yeah. So I'm sure next episode I'll report back on how it goes, as long as they don't delay it or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And other big news this week: Evo is this weekend. Evo USA.
Shit. Yeah, right.
Yes. Yes. And new record in attendees. Not attendees, like participants. It's like 10,000 people.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. 10,000 fucking people who are actually playing the fucking games. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see. I don't have the list of games right in front of me, but Street Fighter 6 is the big draw. But also it's gonna be like the biggest Street Fighter 3 Third Strike tournament of all time.
Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah, a lot of people know it from like the infamous Evo Moment 37 video.
Right.
So yeah, that's the game with the funny parries and the questionable balance.
Perfect.
But, so Ty, who's hot in Street Fighter 6? I mean, the players.
Let's
who's
see.
predicted to be in the top 5?
Who's hot?
Who's hot?
Good question. Probably Punk from USA, Menardi, Daigo, Tokido from Japan. There's so many.
Wow. So Daigo's still in there, even after
Daigo,
2 decades. Wow.
Yeah, Sako is older than Daigo, and he's still in there too.
That's amazing. So it's amazing how they can go from game to game and just like, the skills transfer or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, there's I did want to talk about that actually. Yeah, there's a lot of how to say, like core skills you can take from one fighting game to the other. Like just understanding stuff like good punishes, good neutral. That stuff will carry over game to game. And your ability to like adapt, to judge risk reward and stuff, it just gets better with time over multiple games. Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, raining cats and dogs here too, so I'm trying to stay on mute as much as I possibly can.
All right, cool. Yeah. So actually, maybe just real quick, I'll pull up the list of games. Let's see.
Danny, have you ever had a game where you can just go from game to game, like skills transfer over? Like, obviously, the only one for me that I can think of top of my head is Splatoon. Like, obviously, Splatoon 2 got into that pretty easily, and then Splatoon 2 to 3, like, I think like salmon run skills transferred from 2 to 3 pretty easily for me.
Sure,
things like
I think some sports games are like that a lot. Obviously, especially if it's the same series, that happens. But I think even just generally speaking, like baseball games are usually pretty similar. Basketball games are similar. American football games are similar. Like all that stuff's pretty similar. Once you got down, typically like the basic mechanics for that stuff, you can kind of keep grinding and keep going.
Yeah, it's funny that Ty brought that up because I was actually thinking about that. About Perfect Dark and like GoldenEye. It's I think all of us probably experienced that. It's like, oh wow, this is like GoldenEye but with extra stuff. Yeah, skill transfer.
Yep.
Sorry, Ty, go ahead.
Okay, so we get the game lineup: Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, Under Night In-Birth, Mortal Kombat 1, which is actually Mortal Kombat 12 or whatever.
Right, 1/12.
Guilty Gear Strive, which got a Slayer recently. Excellent character. King of Fighters 15, and of course Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And of course there's tons and tons and tons of side games that are run by various communities.
Right.
No version of Smash, any version of Smash at all?
I don't think so. There might be a side tournament.
Brawl or Ultimate? Sorry, not Brawl. Sorry, Melee. I'm sorry, Ty. That was a verbal mistake. Melee or Ultimate?
Yeah, who knows? I don't know if there's any side tournaments going on or not.
Retro Reiner in the in the chat is like, oh man, Clay Fighters misses out again.
I don't know. There might be a side tournament for Clay Fighter. Like, if there's
exactly.
a side tournament for Ranma and Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
There are definitely going to be announcements about things.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be demoing.
What was the Is it 64 and a quarter? 64 and a third.
So they're going to announce a sequel. 63 and 2/3.
I was getting mixed up with the Naked Gun third movie.
All right. So a thing I would keep my eye on is 2XKO. They're probably going to show some new stuff. They're probably going to talk about like the upcoming beta. I've been trying to get a code for that. They haven't given that any out yet, but I definitely at Evo Japan, I definitely did the survey with multiple email addresses. So hopefully I get a code for that. And I'm pretty certain that game is going to come to Nintendo's next platform. I think the release time is going to line up pretty well.
Which game? Sorry, Ty?
2XKO, the League of Legends fighting game.
Lol.
Which is basically made by Evo people.
Well, that's the right people to make it.
True. Yeah, and we might see some stuff for like some various platform fighters, and it's so big now. There's gonna be a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, and they sometimes have announcements for like new games as well, right?
Yeah, of course. There probably will be.
It's like E3 for video, E3 for fighting games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna announce like another NRS DC game or something, another Injustice maybe.
Is Homelander in those any of those games, Ty?
Yeah, like, he's in Mortal Kombat 1.
Nice. Yeah, that's just such an obvious like inclusion, right?
Right.
It's like fucking designed for it. Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna show the new Garou game a lot. I bet that'll come to whatever Switch 2 ends up being called.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, fun stuff. So check that out this weekend. I'm gonna be online watching the whole thing, rooting for some of my friends. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. So maybe for our listeners, drop by the Discord. I'll be posting up tons of garbage as the show goes on, I'm sure.
Yeah. Nice. Also, this weekend, we're not going, unfortunately, but Bit Summit is actually this weekend as well. Past couple of years, it is not, I mean, for me personally, it is not lined up on the best times. Like, I'm on the cusp of leaving the country for a few days, for a fucking week and a half for work. And it's like, well, I'd love to go. And I'm literally going to still be in Japan, but it's like, it's my last weekend before going. So it's like, yeah, I'm probably just going to stay home. But I don't know what James's excuse is.
Middle of fucking work week. What are you talking about? Well, how did we go last time? I don't even know how we did it last time.
It was in May. It's the weekend too. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think it was just one of those deals. I ended up, for the last time we went to there, James, I took like one day off, and then this kind of worked out. Yeah. 2018. That's 6 years ago, man.
Wow. Good times though.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to go back there and go together to fucking Evo Japan sometime and again and like all that type of stuff too. We'll see. So, okay, cool. Well, if that's all Ty has, let's go ahead and pass it over to James.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So I'll just briefly talk about Perfect Dark because I just brought it up during Ty's segment. I've just been going through Perfect Dark, and I was listening to Greg on RFN, and it was funny because we kind of had the same feelings about like the structure of the game. The missions are like so much more like complicated in Perfect Dark compared to GoldenEye, and it's also incredibly easy to fail missions by doing the wrong thing. Like you get some like device that you have to attach to something to like hack it or download some data or something like that. Like like 2 pixels to the right, and it's like failed. It's like, what? It's on the fucking like
Failure.
Like, no, exactly. It's like, oh, it wasn't perfectly in the middle of the device.
It's called Perfect Dark for a reason.
There it is. So the what do you call it? The save states, are really helpful for like, I think I've said this before. Like maybe I said it was GoldenEye, but like you reach a point where in a modern game it would just save. It would just be like that would be a checkpoint.
Sure.
Like so it's like, okay, well, I'm at a point where there's a fail state coming up. Like if I fuck up this device the wrong way, I'm going to fail the whole mission, do the whole thing again. I don't want to do that. Save state. That's a save point, and it's it helps enjoy older games. Back. I mean, I fucking 100%ed Perfect Dark. I got every achievement, unlock, cheat, everything. Like I played that game for like 5,000 hours. I have nothing to prove. I've done it all before. Now I'm just going through it again, and I'm trying to enjoy it as a much older man. So I have no qualms about doing that. But yeah, I'm really, really, really enjoying it. Like, I just forgot like there's so many like little kind of little animations and little kind of things that they have in the stages. Like there's I think it's like the second or third stage where this little robot kind of like, I think it's like a cleaning robot going through the stage, and it's like
second one. Yep.
Oh, it's the second one. Like it's so cool. I mean, yeah, details like that. GoldenEye didn't really have anything like that. It was very, very static. Yeah. And also the guards, how they have so much more animation and things that they say and everything.
Yeah. I was surprised. Yeah, because like you said, there's actually a lot of voice in the game.
Yeah, a lot of voice. Yeah.
Rare. I mean, they really knew what they were doing with that platform. They knocked it out of the park, especially, say what you will about GoldenEye, but I mean, when it came out, pretty decent looking game. I mean, some frame rate issues and stuff like that, but Rare just kind of kept up in their game, especially when it came to around 2000 and Perfect Dark, and obviously 2001 with, Conker's Bad Fur Day and stuff like that. They really pushed that system further than anyone thought was possible. Yeah, and like the multiplayer for GoldenEye did have like a surprising amount of options for like a mode that was just literally tacked on. Like they admitted it was just like a tacked on thing that it barely worked, but it was fun. They had fun when they were developing the game. They was fuck it, just throw it in there. But with the Perfect Dark, they knew that multiplayer was really popular with GoldenEye, so they went all out. Like the amount of customization options in that game, it's almost like a decade ahead of other games at the time. Like it's incredible.
They even had like bots, and you could add a shit ton of bots.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. You're like, wait a minute, there were other games on the PC that didn't have this. Like what? How did they do all of this on the Nintendo 64? And even like the single player, like there is just so much like so many things you can toggle on and off, and like customize it to any way you want. It's like it's pretty amazing. I was kind of taken aback by like how it's something that you would think, oh, this was only in the 360 not the remake but the remaster. It's like, no, it was in the fucking original game. Like holy shit, that's amazing. So yeah, really enjoying that. The other kind of NSO stuff I'll talk about in news. Danny kind of reminded me that it's also a kind of a news thing.
Okay.
Talking about buying games for incredibly cheap, I saw Nickelodeon All-Stars for 100 yen.
Nice.
Well, it's not even $1, is it? It was like 80 cents.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. So I asked Ty, like, is this good? like for a dollar? And Ty said, yeah, for $1, yes. So yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. If it said, it's fucking garbage, not even for $1.
I mean, for $1, you might as well buy it and tell me.
Yeah. And like it is. It's a very, very good Smash Brothers game. Like I was for a licensed game, especially. Like you wouldn't expect much from a licensed game, right? But yeah,
I think of some fighting game guys I know of might have worked on that. Let me look into that.
There have been several. I mean, there was I think maybe Danny remembers this. There was a Turtles like 4-player Turtles Smash Brothers game on the Wii. Do you remember that?
Whoa,
Like really, really
vaguely?
Smash. Yeah, I never
man.
had it, but I remember reading the review on NWR back at when we were working there, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool actually, and they had April O'Neil and everything like that as well, Splinter, and it was just the Turtles characters. But this has that, and then and then other Nickelodeon characters as well.
Sure.
Some that I don't really give a shit about, but
Right.
like they got SpongeBob, Turtles, not the cranberries, what they call the Thornberries.
Nigel Thornberry.
Right. And I'm forgetting a few other ones that I kind of knew, and there's like some more modern ones that obviously they came out when we were already adults, so we're not really watching them.
Yeah.
But really, really good mix. And like I was playing as SpongeBob for a bit, and he had some kind of like he had some kind of like maybe villager, and I'm talking Smash, obviously,
Sure.
Villager moves and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty interesting. Like they've really they've chosen moves from Smash and then kind of adapted them for the characters. And then, there's some unique ones as well that they've thought of. And everything, like the presentation, the stages, all based on the cartoons, and the moves, all make sense. And they've got the, the voice samples and everything. It's really authentic, and it plays really well. It is a Smash person off the stage to get a point. It is Smash Brothers.
Okay.
I couldn't really see anything that wouldn't have been in a Smash Brothers game. I think pretty much everything was. It's like double jump, attack in the air, special, normal moves as well. I mean, it flows really well. It's really quick. It's fast. It's responsive. Like the moves are kind of funny and interesting, and if you like that character from that series, you'd like playing as that person. So really, really, really impressed. I mean, for 100 yen, like I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the main game. While I was actually on the eShop and I saw that Nickelodeon All-Stars, there was actually another game which I'd added to my wish list. And I'd got an email from, my uncle at Nintendo,
right,
saying, "Hey, this game's on sale. Do you want to get it?" And it was UnMetal, and it may have even popped up in the Fukubukuro in the last episode.
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, I think so.
Well, we were looking at the American one, right? But I was looking on the Japanese one, and in the Japanese one it was 500 yen. I had a few coins left over as well, so I got it for like less than 500 yen. But like all the reviews of it and the comments about it sounded like up my alley. Like it was very funny and like kind of pastiche of Metal Gear. It's like, I like Metal Gear, I like funny games. What's the worst that could happen? Right. And it is exactly that, and it's fantastic. I really, really like it. I was really impressed. Like the voice, it's completely narrated by a guy doing a really good Solid Snake impression. It's not David Hayter, but it's somebody who's like a really good David Hayter impressionist.
David
like,
Hayter.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But like the way it's the way the narrative works, like maybe there's another game that does this. Maybe you guys can help me out. Maybe Ty knows what I'm talking about. But like the narrator is describing what's happening on the screen, and then it kind of like it fills in what he's saying. So like he'll say something like I was in an army base, and then it'll go blah 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 blah, and they'll build an army base, and there were two guards.
Montana Sports Talk Football.
That's it.
And there were two guards, and then two guards will drop in. It's like, no, wait, 4 guards, and then another 2 will pop in, and things like that. And like when you get to like a boss, it's like because what the narrative is, he's been falsely accused of a crime he didn't commit. It's obviously the line from the A-Team. If you've watched the A-Team intro, you know, for a crime he didn't commit. And anyway, he's been interrogated by the general, you know, very much like a Metal Gear guy, general guy, and he's like, he's trying to like prove his innocence, and he's describing what happened, you know, because somebody got killed, and he's like, no, it wasn't me, and this is what happened. So the game is, you know, the narrative is the interrogation from the general, but that is the game. So like he's going through the story, and then you're playing that story kind of thing. So, and then he was like, oh yeah, and then there was this guy with a grenade launcher, and it's like, well, why didn't you just go over and like punch him in the face like you've been doing all other guards? It's like, oh no, there was a trench between us, and then a trench will appear in the stage, and the trench was like covered in barbed wire, and then barbed wire appears, and stuff like that. So you don't actually know if he's like telling the truth or it's just like bullshitting. But the delivery is just so funny, you don't care. It's just like, it's just hilarious. It's like, it's really well delivered, and you know, it's a great, you know, like if you like, you know, Metal Gear, or you like that voice, you know, you like the Snake voice, it's just, you know, just amusing and just enjoyable just to watch and listen, and you know, and the gameplay is yeah, I guess it is like, you know, MSX Metal Gear, like Metal Gear 1, 2. It is like that, you know, you are avoiding guards, you know, the view area, the cone of the viewing cone, or whatever you call it, where they can see you're avoiding that. You know, you're going sneaking up behind people and, you know, punch them in the back and, you know, knocking them out.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, and you can search the corpse and get stuff from it. And yeah, it is kind of like, go, you know, you're finding items and you're like, you know, you're taking out guards, but it is mainly the story, and that's you know, the main pull, I guess.
Were you thinking of Stanley Parable for your funny
thank
narrator
you
thing? Yeah.
Thank you very much. I knew Ty would get it.
Yeah,
because I played that like a few months ago, like a few, and that's why it was on my mind. Yeah, exactly. Stanley walked in. It was a plain room with 2 doors. You know, he walked in the right door, and then you walk in the left door. It's like, okay, he walked in the left door. You know, it is a little bit like that, but it's more like, you know, he is the narrator and he's playing it. So like, you know, you're doing what he's saying, kind of thing. So yeah, I would say if you're a fan of, like, you know, any of the things I just said, I think, yeah, if it's like $5 or something like that, like absolutely worth a shot. Like, yeah, it's I don't know if it's on Game Pass or anything like that, Ty. If it is,
might be.
yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
I know All-Stars 2 is on Game Pass. I saw it this morning.
Oh, All-Stars 2. Oh, okay. That's why the first one was on sale. I see.
Yep.
Got it. Yes. Yeah. I forgot there were 2 of the game. The Nickelodeon All-Star.
Right.
What's it called? Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl?
Brawl Stars.
Brawl Stars?
Right?
All-Stars? Okay. Yeah.
Breaking news just for a second here. Actually, this is going to be in the rest of the news, but a new Famicom Detective Club game just dropped. Thanks, Ballz, for that. We'll talk about that a little bit more in the news, but yeah, something to look forward to.
Thanks, Ballz.
Yep, Ballz.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things I've been playing we'll talk about in news because it's related to news.
Okay.
Back to Danny in the studio.
Okay, well, cool. Before we close out new business, I do want to just give a shout out to those in the chat right now. Looks like Lemonade is or was in there. He might have went to bed. I'm not sure. What's up? Rich is in there. Greetings from Sicily. He says, yes. He says, I forgot if he said
Mamma mia.
Italy. Yeah, Mamma mia, spaghetti. Something like that. Retro Rhino's in the chat. Obviously, Ballz is in there as well. Welcome, guys. Hope you're having fun. Yeah, but speaking of having fun, let's go to a little bit of now playing at Famicast.com.
Okay.
And now playing at Famicast.com. First of all, I want to give a special shout out to our new sponsor, 31 Ice Cream. you guys might remember that there is a special Super Mario campaign going on right now, and if you use promo code the Famicast at your local Baskin Robbins in Japan, you will get 0% off on your next purchase. Please go for it.
They might ask you to leave.
Yeah, they probably will. No, but yeah, I did go to Baskin Robbins and got some stuff. I actually pre-ordered a Luigi cake, which is pretty cool. Well, maybe. Anyway, now playing in Famicast.com, lots of stuff going up on the website, YouTube, Patreon, and stuff like that, stuff to look forward to. One thing I posted last week, which coincidentally is something I talked about last year on the show. I put up like a hands-on preview for a game called Natsumon, and it's this kind of like, there was a series of games on the PlayStation back in the day, my summer vacation. There's this Shin-chan game that came out a couple years ago, same developers and stuff. But anyways, they announced that this game, Natsumon, is coming out in English on August 6th. So I was like, yeah, I got some things I want to say about that. So I dropped a video about it. So if you don't remember what I talked about on the show back in like August 2023, you can check out a video that I got on the YouTube channel about that. Other than that, a couple of things that you guys can look forward to out there. For the patrons, we're going to have a game night coming up in August. There'll probably be some kind of a post in the next week or so that we can work out like what date works out the best, all that type of stuff. So look forward to that. And yeah, then I'm getting the Nintendo World Championships special edition. Should be coming sometime tomorrow morning to my house. I'm going to make a video about that. I got some things ready to go for that. So yeah, look forward to that probably in the next 24 hours or something. If you're listening to the audio version, it might be already be there. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And yeah, baseball's coming out tomorrow as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a busy day for me.
Baseball.
Yeah, no, the new Power Pros game, 2024-25. It's coming out tomorrow. I'm going to be playing that, working on a review. Definitely not going to get it done before this weekend and before I have to go away for work, but be playing that, have some footage of that up on the channel too. So
all of this and more on the Famicast.com.
That's right. All right. And since last time he wimped out on us, no, actually, I want to apologize to Ty for the last episode about this.
What an asshole.
Yeah. I dude, I'm sorry. But I think what's coming up next is the Ty, what do you think, man?
JAPANews.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, that's right, folks. It's time for the JAPANews. Time of the show we talk about the latest and greatest comings and goings of news, Nintendo, Japan, and all that type of stuff. And JC, why don't you go ahead and kick us off today?
Yeah, we got some breaking news. Very exciting breaking news after this one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the first one, it's me, so it's obviously Splatoon. It's the Splatfest. So that was the which would you? I don't know if Danny has the image for it, but
that's the only image oh no, I have it. Hold on a sec, man. I'm getting some stuff pulled up here.
What would you rent for a day? I think there was the question.
Which would you reserve for a day?
Reserve for a day. A palace, a theme park, or a beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think. Well, yeah. The Japanese one didn't say theme park. It didn't say tema park. It was like something else, right? It was like a proper
UNG.
Japanese word. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. So I would say for you guys, if I could just predict your answers, Ty, if you could reserve one of these for a day, I would think Ty would opt for a palace because he's sick of being living surrounded by boxes in a tiny little room.
Yeah, maybe.
Danny, I would say got to be theme park.
Oof. It depends on how I'm feeling. I will say, you know, going to USJ, Universal Studios Japan, back in April, that made me kind of reminded me like, man, theme parks are actually kind of awesome. So maybe.
Yeah, that's the one I went for. Yeah, they didn't win. Theme park came second.
Okay.
And I think it was beach.
Yeah.
Beach that won. I was really surprised by that actually, because like Japanese people don't really like going to the beach. Like if they do, they like, you know, they got like black t-shirts up to their wrists, and they got black umbrellas blocking from the sun.
Right.
Except like younger people, like university students, they seem to like the beach, but everyone else, like, nah. It's I don't know. So yeah, I was really surprised by that. But I guess the rest of the world made up for it. I don't know. Who knows?
Suppose. Yeah.
But yeah, because I got second, I got 6 seashells. So
okay.
I was happy with that. But the interesting thing about this one, because it was like a summer themed one, like when the fest started, like obviously the plaza in the game changed, and they usually like decorate the plaza with like interesting things. This one had this kind of laser lights kind of beaming down at you. It's kind of almost like a rave or something. And it has some like kind of summery music, a little bit different style that we've heard before. So like the plaza music itself changed, but also the victory music and the losing music also changed.
Oh.
And yeah, it was a little bit like kind of like mellow, kind of like I don't know, marimba, kind of like drums kind of feeling to it. So that was something new. And also the ink itself was something that's never been done before. It was a kind of a layered color. So like, so for example, the blue one, the theme park team was blue ink, and it was kind of like, it was two-toned. So it wasn't just blue. It was like almost like a marble effect. So it was kind of like, had a certain kind of depth and kind of glossiness to it, different kind of look to it. And the yellow one, yeah, well, all of the colors were. But yeah, that was really interesting. It's like, oh, cool. This looks really different to like other ones. And yes, it's kind of funny. Like this is this the last one ever for Splatoon 3? I heard this was going to be the last one or one of the last ones. I'm not sure. But it's kind of weird. Oh yeah, you can see the laser lights here. It's kind of weird that they would do this amazing, cool ink effects, like on the last one ever. It's like, well, why not do this more? Why not do this before? But
you said last one ever. But is it?
Oh shit!
So I will bring up a social media post here. Just 1 second.
Shit! Here we go again.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, just about 30 minutes or so before the show we started recording today, Nintendo in Japan, the Splatoon JP account said, "Yo, hold on just a second there, pals. The 18th Splatfest is coming up. That's going to be coming up on August 10th through the 12th here in Japan. And the topic here is what do you like? Yeah, what do you like? Do you like bread, rice, or pasta?" And yeah, so it's
if everyone's confused by that question, that is the most common question. Well, actually, no. Pasta is new.
Yeah.
Japanese people always will ask you, what do you like, bread or rice? What they mean by that is, are you more Japanese or Western? Because they assume like all Western people eat bread. Right? All of their meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bread. Right. Because they eat rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
So yeah, it's usually the question. Pasta, they've just kind of thrown that in. Which is kind of like the innate problem with Splatoon 3 in having to choose 3 for everything, because that's not a question that Japanese people ask usually.
Yeah, I mean, but then it's kind of a weird one, because you will see here in Japan sometimes it's like you can have like a yakisoba sandwich or something you can get from the convenience store. So it's like, okay, you guys are living in both worlds here. How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, Rich he's nailed the answer, because now they've added pasta. My answer is pasta. Like if it's like bread or rice, I have to think about it. It's like, well, I like sandwiches, for lunch, but I wouldn't eat rice for breakfast. Like, fuck no. Yeah. But pasta, I'm like, pasta every time.
Yeah. I'd still go with bread, man. I mean, I love sandwiches so much. I could probably eat sandwiches any meal of the day. But
that's true. Yeah. I mean, you can have toast.
Yeah.
In the morning, you could have a sandwich for lunch, and then I don't know.
bigger sandwich for dinner.
There you go.
A toasted sandwich for dinner. There you go.
There you go. There it is. There it is.
Right then. Cool.
Yeah, Lemonade too, and Rich clears things up. He said, "Why is that pasta green?" And yeah, it's basil pesto. So there it is.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah,
maybe.
Or maybe green tea flavor.
green tea flavored pasta. My second favorite. Yeah,
that's cool. So we got some breaking news to throw in with the regular news. That was
a couple
nice
of
timing there, wasn't it?
Yeah, a couple of bits of breaking news actually.
Next.
Yeah, before I'd say no, okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and go with the next one. We'll save the next one for last about the Famicom Detective Club stuff. But actually, Ty, do you want to talk about the next one about the expansion pack, like the Game Boy Advance stuff?
Sure. Let's see where we at. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. Members get 3 Japanese GBA games. Oh yeah, we were talking about this on one of the Discords I was on. We got Starfy 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many of these actually came out in the US? I think it was just one of them.
No, well, not on the Game Boy Advance. None of them.
None of them. Okay.
Maybe like I don't know.
The DS one was the first one in America.
Okay. That's what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember it's a big deal. It's like, hey, we get this game. It's a long running series in Japan that we didn't get for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I think when I first came to Japan, I saw it in the shape. I was like, "What the fuck is Starfy?" Like, why have I?
He's a little star guy. I love him.
Yeah. Now, Ty, again, I mean, I ask you this usually about once an episode or something, but playing the GameCube days, I mean, obviously, Game Boy Advance was pretty hot. This is like the first game's a 2002 release. Did you guys, was this like a hot topic among like the staff at the time?
I remember talking about it. I think some of the folks imported it.
Okay.
Especially at the time, I think we were partnered with like a major online importer.
Oh, okay.
So we were able to get a lot of import games.
Like, sweet.
I think, yeah.
Oh, Tosei. Okay, Tosei.
Yeah, so some of those guys had them. I didn't. I've never played Starfy.
Okay.
But I'm sure if you go on, I nearly said Planet GameCube Nintendo World Report, you can probably find some reviews for these games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was gonna check it out before the episode. I did not though, because I was gonna look and say, wait, did Ty do it? Well, now we have the answer to that. Obviously, no.
Yes, I have recollections of Starfy.
Okay.
So yeah, they're gonna be on the GBA thing and no translation. Get fucked.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, this is one of those type of games where I don't.
It's a funny little platform action game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if
you don't need to cross-examine witnesses or any shit like that.
Right. Yeah. This isn't like playing. It's like, hey, cool. I'm going to play a Japanese game. Let's play Layton, or something like that. I don't recommend that.
Love fucking riddles.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Seriously, 3DS launch. Like, I had never played a Layton game in my life, and I got that Miracle Mask one, and like, at that point, I don't even know if I'd ever beaten a Japanese game like in my life, and I didn't beat that game. But like, it can be pretty tough with the riddles and like all sorts of stuff like that. It's like, dude, I'm bad at that stuff in English. Add on another language to it. It's like, ugh. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Starfy, this just came out last week and stuff. Looks pretty cool. Some, like, it's the internet, so people are gonna bitch. Some people were complaining about it. What the fuck is this shit? It's like, I don't know what to tell you.
I love to complain about games I've never played.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, cool little addition there. Yeah, we'll have to see what next month brings, I suppose. But yep. But for the last bit of news here, this is something that just, like I said, I was going to talk about, of course, last week, Nintendo put up like a mysterious video for something called Emio. And Emio in Japanese literally means like smiling man or the smiling man or something. And there were all sorts of theories that I was going to talk about and stuff. But now it literally maybe doesn't really even matter. I'm going to try to get this pulled up here. So yeah, this is actually, again, like I said just a little while ago, this is a new entry into the Famicom Detective Club. The Emio, the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club. This is coming out on August 29th on the Switch. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here with you guys so that you can see what I'm looking at. But yeah, this is Nintendo of America's page about this. I don't know if Japan would have it as of right now. But yeah, 29th is the next installment of Famicom Detective Club. Investigate crime and unmask the truth in a dark, twisted thriller when Emio, the Smiling Man, blah, blah, blah. Emio, the Smiling Man, a student has been found dead in a chilling fashion, his head covered with a paper bag and with an eerie, smiling face drawn on it. This unsettling visage bears a striking resemblance to a recurring clue in a string of unsolved murders from 18 years ago, as well as Emio, the Smiling Man, a killer of urban legend who is said to grant his victims a smile that will last forever. And play the role of an assistant private investigator with Utsugi Detective Agency, where you're tasked with helping police solve this crime. Along the way, scrutinize the clues and testimonies you gather for potential connections to the gruesome events of the past. And yeah, this is the first new Famicom Detective Club story in 35 freaking years. Because you might remember, I mean, yeah, the Switch did get a remake of the literally like the first two Famicom Detective Club games from the NES Famicom. It's the first time they're ever released in English, but outside of that, I think there was a Super Famicom one. I'm not sure, that might have been a remake, but yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Looks like we've got a little trailer here, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, we don't want to put the sound on, but it's got Yoshio Sakamoto, the producer,
cool.
And it's subtitled in English. So
nice.
This is from Nintendo of America's website. Emio, the Smiling Man. A brand new story 30 years later. Wow. It's showing some footage of the NES one. Entirely in Japanese.
Right.
Right.
These were on the Virtual Console and stuff back in the day, on the 3DS and Wii U. I'll be shocked if it'd be kind of cool if they did bring them to the Switch. But yeah, and here he is.
That was the Switch remake, right?
Right, exactly.
Yep. Which you have, Danny? Oh.
I do. And here they had a collector's version that I picked up, and it's pretty nice. It didn't
$20,000.
Yes. I don't think it was that expensive. Not even in yen.
And then they got a little bit of footage. Oh, I don't know. Cutscenes, I guess.
Yeah, because there was a snippet on social media, like a 20-second trailer or something. So that might have been the same type of deal.
Offer crying girls a paper bag with a smile drawn on it. Brilliant.
In exchange for their life. Perfect. Okay.
It's an urban legend we created just for the game. Thanks for the clarification.
Right.
Wow, yeah, it was kind of surprising, wasn't it? Being on the official Nintendo website, we're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, I think what a lot of people, including myself, I was thinking like, who in the hell is actually? This can't be like Nintendo internal. Is kind of like what I thought, but yeah, we'll see if they have a list of the developer or something like that on the product page. Maybe not. Unfortunately,
interesting.
No.
Yeah, and why summer? That's weird. Not Halloween.
Again, and it's James, you probably know this too, but typically a lot of like creepy stories or times when they tell creepy stories, it's a lot like during the summertime. Maybe it coincides with Obon, like the holiday, or people usually go and visit family graves and stuff like that. Right. So like there'll be like horror shows or like some kind of freaky, creepy stories that come on during that time of year, like early to mid August and stuff. So, but it's kind of late. It's fucking late August. So I think you guys missed the mark.
Just like my favorite anime, School Ghost Stories.
Okay. Take a word for it.
I'll tell you guys about it sometime later.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, cool. I'm glad that this series is still like alive, and I'm glad that they're able to make something completely new out of this. I just kind of figured maybe it was just like a one and done type of thing. So it's cool that that's a thing. It makes me kind of wonder too, because earlier this year there was another code that came out, seemed pretty well received. I know Lemonade, in the chat, he dug it.
Right.
I was kind of a little bit underwhelmed by the demo, but whatever. Maybe I'll try it out sometime. But it's cool that right now Nintendo does have some time to put out smaller games like this, rather than just something that's completely huge or something. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, and it's amazing that such a Japanesey game gets an English version.
Yeah.
We kind of like we skipped. Well, we didn't skip Starfy, but we went very quickly over it. But I was actually going to talk about that a little bit because I actually played the second one, because I was asking people which one is the best one to play, and a lot of people said the second one, so I played the second one. And at the time, because we were talking about it in the Discord, and it's kind of related to this Famicom detective game, like the era of Reggie games not getting translated. Not making it to the States, and it's like what a difference it is now, where we're getting like a crazy Japanese fucking detective game immediately translated to English. Rest in peace, Reggie, Mr. I don't want to localize shit.
Yes.
The only Starfy game I checked Nintendo World Report. Yeah, the only review they have is the DS one, which got an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
None of the GBA games got reviewed.
Downer.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I guess no one imported it, or if they did, they didn't review it. So yeah, the second one, I mean, it's very cute. It's very easy. It's all entirely in Japanese. So yeah, good luck to anyone who wants to play it, because like it's not a straight up platformer. Like there was a character telling me I have to collect these things in the.
Oh my god, you do have to do cross examinations.
Yeah. And it's like, you have to kill like 30 of these, shellfish things, to pass into the next stage and something like that. But the controls are really good. Like it has a kind of almost like an Echo the Dolphin style, very smooth swimming. Like if you hold down A, I think it is, you can swim through the water very smoothly. And then when you're out the water, that turns into a jump and you can kind of spin around. And there's like this cute little thing where if you spin too much when you're out the water, like Starfy will get dizzy and he'll actually stop for a while, which is kind of funny. So he's a water-based creature, and he's better in the water than he is out the water. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's colorful. It's kind of fun. It's easy, but yeah, I don't know why they never brought them over. I mean, it does have a lot of text, but like I think it could have been targeted towards like younger kids. They would have loved it. Like I don't see any reason why it didn't get localized. Maybe I don't know. I mean, that was the time when we had Angry Kirby, right? Like Nintendo of America was like Kirby's too soft and girly. Let's give him a sword and make him look like Link, and then maybe the boys will buy the girly game.
I always liked Kirby, even as a small boy and as an older man.
No comment.
Okay. I'll leave it at that.
But like, if you look at the DS one, I think I think it's one of the DS game Kirby games. Like in the Japanese one, he's holding this like mobile phone kind of thing, like an old flip phone style thing. And then in the Japanese, in the American one, he's literally holding a giant fucking sword.
Okay, it wasn't a gun, so that would have been even better.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, did Kirby have a gun? Well, in Smash, I guess he had a gun.
There it is.
But yeah, even like up to the Wii era, maybe the Switch was the first one where they just made him cute everywhere. I can't remember. Yeah. Was it on the Wii or because there weren't any games on the Wii U, were they?
That drawing one, the Kirby's not Canvas Curse, the other that's like Canvas Curse.
Yeah, and that was just his face.
Yeah, and that's the same.
Yeah, that's the same.
Regions.
So yeah, we'll skip Wii U because it didn't really exist. Right. But yeah, up to Wii, definitely it was all Angry Kirby. So yeah, I think Switch is the first time where we've had, quote unquote, proper Kirby games.
Sure.
And he looks cute in all regions. So yeah. But yeah, Starfy, maybe it was too cute for the time. And then they just kind of missed the chance, I guess. It's like, oh, well, we didn't do the first one. We're not going to do the second one. There's a third one. Fuck that. And then the DS came out. I was like, oh, okay, we'll do the DS one.
Yeah.
We'll start from afresh. Yeah.
It does seem kind of like a missed opportunity because I think, that was around the time when, I know for myself and maybe for some others of you out there as well, where Japanese stuff was just cool. Even if it was kind of cute, you're like, well, like it's kind of cute, but like this is still kind of fun. So who cares how it looks? I just care about how it plays. But it depends on how old you are and stuff. Like I was in college in 2002, so like I didn't really care if someone's like, you play kid games. Like, okay, thanks. Whatever,
yeah,
dude.
Nerd.
Yeah.
But like this kind of reminds me of the chat when we were talking about GBA, and I was kind of slamming GBA for like not really having any good games, and it's like, well, and then Ty brought his bag of like third-party rare games which are never going to get fucking released. Yeah, it's like, oh, what is it, fucking Atom Boy? It's like, oh well, Atom Boy is a really good game.
Godlike.
Astro Boy. It's like, yeah, that's never going to be released again.
All the Castlevania games, every one of those was a banger.
Yeah, not going to come out because they have their own collection. Advance Wars,
you can buy the collection for like $10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Advance Wars, they remade it. You have to pay $60 if you want that.
True.
Next.
Right. Yeah.
Like they're on, but yeah. My point
I see
was,
the
Starfy never came up in that conversation because we never thought about Starfy. It's like none of us were like, oh yeah, do you guys remember Starfy? Because it didn't get fucking released. And then sure enough, they released all 3 games.
Like Restar for girls.
There it is.
Yeah,
I never played Restar either.
It's cool. It's cool. Like it's kind of like filling in a gap of for the Western audience. Like we can actually experience these all the games when they're right there. Yeah, we had Mega Man the other week, didn't we?
Right.
All the GBA. Oh, sorry, not GBA. GB Game Boy.
Right. 5. Yeah. In Japan, like those are called Rockman World, which is definitely a lot less confusing because in the West it's just the same Mega Man in numbers, but
Mega Man
Roman numerals on the freaking Game Boy, and then just regular numerals on the NES.
Yeah, similar to Starfy, I asked the internet which was the best one of those to play, and most people said 5. So I played a bit of Mega Man GB on 5, and yeah, it is fun. I mean, I'm a GB guy, so
yeah,
I like big chunky characters and that kind of music. So yeah, it spoke to me. It's good. I liked it. Yeah. I completely like the first world only. So yeah, first boss.
One thing that I just was kind of just digging through some stuff back to Famicom Detective Club Emio. Like there is a collector's edition. It might be Japan only. I'll go ahead and share the screen. Yeah.
Danny opens his wallet.
Yeah. So actually, okay, that's a horrible.
He's already pre-ordered it.
Right. Not yet.
Jesus Christ. 10,000 yen?
Yeah. That's normal. Hold on. Let me get
that's $25.
Yes. Well. Yeah. So this is what it is. Pretty similar looking to what the collector's edition was for the original one. You get the game, you get some CDs, you get a paper bag, or like what looks like a paper bag, kind of like the Emio face, and an art book too. So that's pretty cool.
Real talk, 10,000 yen is $64, which is like the price of a normal fucking game.
Yeah, because like here, this game is 6,500 yen, which is that's a normal price for like a first party game for Nintendo. So like, and I saw this one too. Unlike I think the physical versions of the previous Famicom Detective Club, this one actually supports English. So if you want, dude, if you seriously want to like save yourself some money, buy first party Nintendo games from Nintendo Japan. Sign up for the Japanese eShop. You can like save money if you're paying in like not Japanese yen.
Right.
So
if you're a rich American, go ahead.
If you're an American named Rich,
there you go. He's already got it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
good,
cool.
Good luck getting delivered to the US, though.
Yeah. Physical stuff, yes. Anyway,
just email Danny at thefamicast.com.
Yeah, I love doing that type of stuff. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for the JAPANews. So let's go ahead and move on to a little bit of trash with Ty.
Oh boy, it's time for garbage. Yeah. Let's go. So yeah, I've had some UFO catcher success stories recently. So let's just jump right into these. So to recap, I play online UFO catchers like clockwork every day. Spend those free tickets, and sometimes I get stuff, and it's shipped right to my door. So opening this one up from Capcom, I got a little plush 2B.
Near,
Near Automata. Yes, the robot girl with the butt. But instead, it's like this wholesome little plush. Look at it, it's so cute. I love it.
Gene say, I think, put it best. Nerd.
All right. On the pile it goes. All right. Moving on. I've moved on to a medium-sized box from Molly Online. So there should be multiple goodies in here. Let's open it up. I don't have my box cutter at arm's reach.
It's funny you should say that, because we have a box cutter at my house and I have no idea where it is. And same deal. But I think you know where yours is. Ours is just gone. It's not.
Yeah, I was using it to like bundle up my cardboard boxes for recycling earlier. I need to cut the string so I can bundle. Oh, I got some weird shit in here. Let's go.
All right.
What the fuck? All right. So first things first. You all saw it coming. Bunny girl figure.
There it is.
Now you guys may be familiar with Super Sonico. Or you may not be, I don't know.
Yeah, we've talked about it on this segment before, I think.
Yeah. So I haven't seen a new Super Sonico figure for quite a while, but there's this bunny girl figure, huge boobs. Let's go. This is pretty big.
Damn. Okay. That's a pretty big figure.
So I actually have a huge collection of Super Sonico figures that predate playing UFO Catcher online.
Okay.
They're back there somewhere. All right, next. I got a little guy. What is this?
Anthrax.
Anthrax, yes.
I hope not.
This Anthrax. Death to America. Death to Israel. Allah is great. Right, do you remember that Anthrax scare back in the U.S.? That was the letter.
Yeah,
I committed it to memory.
Was it really? Okay, I remember when that happened. I do.
When was that? It was like late 90s.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000.
Oh, it's a little tiny Totoro.
Oh, cool.
It's like a little keychain or a strap or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of want to open it up because it looks like it has a fuzzy texture to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Easier said than done. Okay, I got it. Yeah, it's got kind of like a fuzzy texture. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but
kind of.
It's cool. I love Totoro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. That's a nice little cute thing to have. Now, I have no idea what this is. I think this is a random prize.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, I guess this is some kind of lunch bag or something with like some boy band on it.
Is that the Korean group that's really, oh my god, what are they called? No, dude,
NCT 127. It's not BTS.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna look at my shipping thing. Yeah. I guess I did win a random prize.
Okay.
All right.
You didn't like go for that one. It just came.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Hey, yo, man, if that's what you're starting to get into, dude, whatever, man. Not here to judge.
Yeah, I mean, random stuff, it's good content.
Yeah.
So if there's any NCT 127 fans out there, let me know. All right.
Yes.
I got a big box from Toreva.
Oh, is it heavy?
Nah, not really.
Okay, so it's not a shelf.
I think it is a shelf, but it's a lightweight shelf.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
But who knows what else is in here? I think I want something that they wouldn't ship for free. So I went ahead and won a shelf. So I put it together.
Perfect.
Yep. What else? I got a lot of packing material. Get out
Part
of
of the present. Part of the experience too.
Yeah. It's like one of these lightweight shelving units.
Little guy. Okay. Wow.
It's
okay.
not.
So,
I have one of these. It's not that small. It's like looks like 94.5 centimeters tall.
Okay. Oh, okay. Bigger than I
you
expected.
should give it to Danny. He needs more shelves.
I do.
Right.
But now I'm running out of places to put them.
And I have whatever this is.
A bag. Is that food? Or is that like a bath bomb?
No, it's a Kirby thing. It's Meta Knight.
Okay.
I don't know what's up with this coloring. It looks really miscolored, but it's some kind of squishy strap thing.
Okay.
Oh, this feels weird. Yeah, it's like foam.
Okay. I wonder. Yeah, those are kind of weird colors. I wonder if it's like just a reject or something that's sitting in like the back corner of a room for like a decade.
Yeah. I
Filled with
don't know what the deal
asbestos,
is with
filled
this.
with asbestos or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yes.
All right. So I guess that's my UFO catcher trash. I don't think I missed any boxes.
Okay, man. I thought you'd have more. Okay.
There's more on the way right now. It didn't arrive today.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, I do kind of want to check my shipping history on Molly Online since I was not expecting that.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Well, if that's
reactivated my free tickets.
Okay. Well, why did they take them away?
You have to spend money.
Okay. Makes sense. All right. Well, if that's all Ty has for the trash, we can move on to a little bit of Fukubukuro with James, because actually, James, you hear that?
I am hearing the music. That's right. That music that we're all hearing right now is the cue that it's the Fukubukuro Fabulousness, which is the part of the show where we're going to tell you what games to buy. So shut up, open your wallet, and start buying. So as always, Ty, Danny, if you see something good that you've played or you'd like to play, let us know. Mm-hmm. People in the chat, same deal. So let's have a look what we've got. Just a couple of ones that just kind of popped up on the website here. So do you guys remember Ski Sniper? That has a
how could I forget?
Remember that? I do.
Legendary, right?
Yep.
$4.99 right now. If you guys didn't pick it up when we first talked about it. There's another game called Geometric Sniper, which is $2.99. And there's also
detecting a theme here.
Right. And there's a Geometric Sniper Blood in Paris, which is at 33% off right now. I guess that's a DLC for $2. Unfortunately, Sniper Elite 2, 3, and 4 are not on sale right now. They're all like $35, $39. Mm-hmm. Ty, you said you played the third one?
I think I played 3 and I didn't like it because on console you couldn't reconfigure your controls.
Man, that sucks.
And the default controls are atrocious.
Yeah, I played one of those as well. I was on Game Pass. It might have been 4. Like something about it, man. Like because there's like open world sections to those games and stuff like that. I mean, the coolest part of the game is that you have the sniper sections. You can see, you're shooting stuff, and then you see the bullet go through all sorts of parts of bodies and shit. Like it's pretty crazy. But like at least in the fourth one, to get up there, you have like some kind of third person combat type of stuff that's kind of underwhelming. And then, I think I just got sick of it. So like, it's kind of an open world type of thing too. And I was like, okay,
I just want to.
I want to shoot.
of Hitler. That's all.
Yeah, I wanted to shoot, and it wouldn't let me shoot. So
I want to see Hitler's ball bag explode in 3D.
Hell yeah.
There's crazy shit that you can do in those games, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the series that's infamous for like the slow motion X-rays of guys
Yeah.
shredded
exactly.
by your rounds.
It's fucking gruesome. And if you're not into like gore and shit like that in your game, yeah, you don't want to check that out.
It's like Mortal Kombat, but sniper version.
Yeah.
Right.
For the non-sniper games, we also have some non-snipery games. If you've had enough of your snipering. So yeah, we got some good ones today, actually. First up, Curse to Golf. Friend of the show, Liam, he made it by himself. $7. Yeah, $7, like 65% off. Matches previous low. Get into it.
Hard as hell. Pretty good though.
Yep. So what else we got here? So Cake Bash. Danny, did we play that together?
Yeah, we did.
I think we got a review code for that, didn't we?
That was fun.
Kind of funny. It's like I don't know what you would call it, like overcooked, but like just sweets, and you're like, no, it wasn't like that. Like it's more
3D,
like a party game, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3D action type of stuff. It was fun, man. Like it was a lot more fun than I expected it to be.
Yeah. Sparklight. I played the demo of that. I really liked that actually. Is $3.74 right now. 85% off. Pretty good deal. SteamWorld Dig, the first one, is $2.
Good game.
The Yippee Psycho, we talked about that in a couple of episodes back. 66. I like that. Scribble Knots, we don't really see that very often, but Scribble Knots Mega Pack is $6, down from $40. So that's a pretty good deal. If you never played a Scribble Knots game, it's got Batman on the front. What's going on?
That's crazy.
Assault Suits Vulcan Declassified. I think this is like the remake of the Super Nintendo game, which I had as a child.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah. I love the shit out of this game.
Okay.
I don't think I would be very good at it these days, but at the time I was really good at it, and I'd beat it like several times.
For some reason, I thought this was a Japan exclusive or something. I don't know why.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Who developed this game?
The remake, at least, is published by Rainmaker, developed by M2.
M2. Okay.
But I don't know about the original.
They did like a lot of the virtual console stuff on Wii U and a couple other things.
I thought it was like Konami or something. It was like a big publisher at the beginning, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, the Chrono Cross Radical Dream Edition is $10, 50% off.
Nice.
Final Fantasy 9, noted good Final Fantasy game. $8.39
that's
right
a
now.
banger.
It's awesome. I love that game.
I was for Final Fantasy 9. Let's see here. Moving Out. I think we talked about that before. Is that Ty? Is that the one that I played with you at your place?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Is that one or two? That's the first one. Yeah, $7.49 right now.
Yeah.
Graceful Explosion Machine. I think that was like a really early Switch game, wasn't it? Yeah, 2017. I remember people really liked that. The launch.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind
of
like
something that might have been on like Wii U or something as well. Before. It seems like I heard that name well before even the Switch. I could be wrong.
No, the Wii U one you're thinking of. There is another machine with like game with machine in it, and I think I know what you're talking about. That's a different game. Fogs. I think we've got a review code for that as well. That's pretty fun actually. That's like that cartoon cat dog. No, is it cat dog?
Yeah, cat dog.
Yeah, and you control two ends of a dog. But that's actually really fun. Like really good kind of puzzle, like 3D platformer game. But like it's kind of like a unique twist on it because you like I said, you're controlling two ends of a dog, which sounds a weird thing to say.
Yes.
Immortals Phoenix Rising. If you couldn't afford Zelda Breath of the Wild,
it's more like if you couldn't afford Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or you couldn't play it on Switch because you didn't have a Japanese version connected to the cloud or whatever. And it's kind of the same thing, a little bit more based on mythology stuff. But then again, Assassin's Creed Odyssey does have a lot of DLC that's based on this. I think from everything I've heard, it's a pretty good game. I never bit the bullet on it.
Yeah, a guy can fly around, kind of like it looks like Kid Icarus in this.
Kind of. I mean, yeah, and yeah, Lemonade. He said, yeah, Phoenix Rising is good.
What was that? One of the Capcom 5 games. Was it Phoenix Rising?
Fuck.
Was it something like that?
Shit, what was that?
I think it was the one that didn't come out.
Yeah, it was. What the hell was that called? Oh my god.
Beautiful Joe. Resident Evil 4. Product number 3.
Number 3, whatever.
Yeah, Piano 3, yeah.
Piano 3. Shit. Already forgetting the other one.
What was it? Yeah.
Can't even do the Capcom 4, never mind 5.
Killer 7.
Killer 7. Nice. I had that one.
Yeah.
And then and then Phoenix, right? Was it Phoenix Rising? I thought
Phoenix, right? Got it.
Dead Phoenix.
Dead
Phoenix. There you go.
Yeah.
Close enough.
I googled it. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Blaz Blue Cross Tag Battle is $5.
That's fun.
Cool. Lego City.
No rollback netcode on Switch, I don't think. It's
same.
a fun game.
Lego City Undercover, that's the GTA Lego game. One of the best Lego games, in my opinion. $6. It's like the least Lego game ever, and it's really good. More Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered is $8. That's easy to remember.
Right.
Trine 4 is $6.89. I think I played the demo of Trine 4.
Okay.
All four games are on Switch now, I think, aren't they?
Okay.
I think they are. Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Oh, that's a fun game. Great party game.
Great party game. $6.74 for that one. SteamWorld Quest is $5. That's the card-based RPG. I like that one. We got the review code for that one. I played that one. It's pretty good. Final Fantasy VII is not $7. It's less than $7. $6.39.
Come on, just charge another 60 cents.
Right.
Come on.
Freedom Planet, is that like a Sonic game but with different creatures? I remember Simon used to like this game. What was his name? Simon?
Yeah. Simon
Skullgirls. Yeah. Simon Skullgirls. Yeah, this is the Sonic game that's not Sonic. Like, we have real Sonic at home.
Right. From the chat. First of all, hello, Evan. Evan popped in and said hello. Hello,
Corey, new best friend.
Yes, Corey, one of my oldest best friends. He popped on the other day. He said, "Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. It's an awesome perverted game like Maniac Mansion on the list." We must have just passed it on by James, but okay. I guess there's a Leisure Suit. Leisure Suit. Wet Dreams Never Dry.
Wet Dreams Dry Twice. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's it is. Wet Dreams Dry Twice. There it is. For $4.
Great name.
$4.
Great name.
Don't come in, Mom.
Yes.
Where were we? Going back up to here now. Trine 2 is also on sale for $3.90. All the Trine games are quite fun. No,
want to give a quick shout out to Oxenfree and Iconoclast while we're cruising by.
Nice.
We've seen them a number of times. Yeah.
No, I don't think we've talked about Oxenfree 2, to be honest.
No,
I think
we haven't. I haven't played it, though. But
you haven't played it.
I'm interested. I'm interested in this.
It's a narrative-based kind of adventure game, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. The first one you can play through in like an evening, I think.
Nice.
Okay.
Or maybe a couple of sessions. It's really good.
Okay.
Oh no, the one that I wanted to talk about was this one, Super Hot. This has been on my wish list for so fucking long, and it's never been on sale. It says matches previous low at $9.99.
So it has been on sale, James.
Yeah, but look at it though. Look at the price. Like it. Okay, it dropped like, when was this? April, and then before that it was like July 23.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Can you see how long it goes without it going on sale?
Sure.
But it has gone down lower. Oh no. Wait.
I guess that's higher. Yeah, it's the reverse graph.
It's the reverse way. Okay, so the lowest it's ever been is now.
Okay,
which is $10. So yeah, it's never gone lower than $10.
Action
do you know this game, Danny?
I don't think so. Maybe I saw it and I just totally forgot about this. When did this? Well, we can check in a second, but I'm wondering when this came out. Shooting,
it's like a FPS, but like when you move, the characters only move when you move. The enemies only move when you move. So like if you move forward, then the enemies will move forward a frame.
Okay.
But if you don't move, they won't move.
Okay.
So it's almost like a first-person shooter, almost kind of a puzzle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Seems like it. Okay.
Yeah, it is fun. I did play through the single-player mode and do a lot of challenges and stuff. It's a good game.
Yeah,
Lemonade has been on my wish list for a long time.
Lemonade also said that he really enjoyed Oxenfree 2, and he also really likes Freedom Planet too.
Nice.
There it is. I don't know what this game is, but I'm going to click on it because it's got a big dot on it, freshly frosted.
Okay.
I just want to know what kind of game it is. Okay, looks like a puzzle game.
Okay.
You play with donuts. Okay, never mind.
Right.
Good icon. Good icon's always a good thing.
Sure. Makes
people click. Fairs. That's a pretty of a legendary classic indie game. $7.49, 50% off, lowest price ever. There it is. Hey, we don't often see that. This is the lowest price it's ever been. You're welcome. SteamWorld Dig 2 is $4. That has been on sale before, and if you haven't got it, you should definitely get it. It's like a great Metroid style game. And SteamWorld Heist Ultimate Edition. They're making a sequel to that, right? It was in a recent direct, or was it?
Yeah.
Not a direct. Something else.
It was on a recent something. I remember seeing that too, man.
Yeah, what it was some. They had the word direct in it, but it wasn't a Nintendo direct.
Yeah, it did.
They were trying to invoke the direct without actually saying
Well, I think one of the companies, was it Sony or Microsoft, they just don't even care anymore. I think they literally called something Call of Duty Direct. I was like, it's like, it's not a copyrighted word, I suppose. So
not anymore.
Right.
There you go. Hope you guys found something fun. I think I'm definitely going to look at Super Hot. That has definitely been up my alley for a while. Yep. Cool. Okay. Right then, let's wrap it up.
Yep. Well, before we wrap up the show, let's go to just a little tiny bit of feedback from you guys.
Or, as we're renaming it, the fax machine.
There it is. Yeah. So if you guys have any faxes that you want to send our way, please feel free to send it to Fami-Faxes. That's the phone number. Just figure it out. And you can get your comment read out on the air like guys. So
nice. Fami-Faxes. Yeah. Fami-Facts.
Yeah, Fami-Fax. So there were just a couple of things that I wanted to bring up. One is kind of an interesting thing. I thought it was an interesting thing. You guys might hate this.
I hate it.
I know. Let me bring up. Thank you. I'll bring this up here on screen. 1 second. So this comes from True Insanity.
True Detective.
True Detective is the name. This is a comment on a video for a baseball game that I did, a Pro Baseball Spirits 2024-2025. And he says, or he kind of comments and maybe kind of poses the question, is there some kind of legal reason why Konami wouldn't release this game in the US? I think it would do pretty well here in sales if it had English menu translations. Would definitely keep San Diego Studios, the guys that make MLB The Show, on their toes and maybe push them to finally innovate with the show. Now, I mean, when it comes to like licensed games and stuff like that, especially when it's like licensed leagues, personally, I think if it's something like Japanese baseball, that's a hard sell outside of Japan because there's just really not much of a market for that. And it doesn't really help that Japanese baseball doesn't really push their product anywhere outside of Japan. So it's always going to be a niche thing. But yeah, definitely not a legal thing. And Ty, were you going to say something, or was I just hearing things?
Just hearing things.
You're hearing things. You're tripping.
Okay. just checking.
Nobody cares, Danny.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, some people ask this type of questions. Like, I think it would sell really well. Well, I kind of doubt it. I mean,
I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, it's like you're watching this video. It's like, thank you. I'm glad that this guy watched the video and stuff. But it's like, man, like we're very few and far between. This game is going to sell like ass because it's only on PS5 and PC in Japan only. So it's like, I hope Konami, they made their own engine just to make this game, proprietary engine with the help of like Unreal 5. But like, yo, when it sells like shit and you're like, why anybody buying their games? Like, well, come on. But yeah, I think there's maybe a couple of other ones on here too.
Please, not baseball.
Yeah, a lot of baseball, so basketball stuff too. Okay, that actually might be about it.
Well,
I don't want to like.
There was a question, Danny, that I asked Blue Sky people.
Okay.
And nobody responded, so I answered it myself by researching for myself. The question was, I forgot why it came up, but somebody was asking me about like, why can't you rent games in Japan? And I was just like, oh, it's just illegal. It's like you there's a law against it. You can't do it. But then I was like, okay, well, but why though? Why is it illegal? Like until now, I've never actually tried to research. Like, why is it illegal? Who started this fucking thing?
Well, probably Nintendo.
Yeah, and somebody did actually make a video about it, and maybe I'll try and dig it up. I think I retweeted it, retweeted, but reposted it on Blue Sky. So if you follow me on Blue Sky, Family Complicated, you'll find it. But basically, yeah, it started off like in the 80s, and it wasn't specifically about video games. It was about software. Like people were distributing, just like office software.
Sure.
And people were renting office software or like lending it to people. And it's like, oh yeah, lend my copy of whatever the fuck word processing software. And it's like, oh, thanks very much. I'll just copy that to my computer. So to get around that, they went to court, like the Supreme Court of Japan, and they made this law where it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't about video games, but like any kind of media, you have to have permission from the publisher if you're going to rent out your, whatever media. And so the music industry, the publishers, whatever you call them, the distributors, the recording artists, the distributors, right? They said, okay, yeah, we'll do deals with the rental shops, and it's like, yeah, you can rent out CDs, like no problem at all. The manga companies, the comic book companies, same thing. Yeah, fine. Just like pay us this license fee, and you can rent out our manga. Video games, Nintendo and their buddies, and Sega, Konami, all the big publishers at the time, they all banded together, and Nintendo's like, yo, we should just all agree to like not allow video games to be rented. Like bet, and then from that point on, that's it. Like, and then from then on, games had something on the back that says, these games are not allowed to be not for resale or rental or something like that.
Yeah,
and that just became the thing, and they still stick to that to this day. Like, no, like what I'm trying to get to the point is like they could, like Konami could say, yeah, you can rent out our games. Like Nintendo could say, yeah, you can rent out our games. You have permission. Let's make a deal with Tsutaya, whatever, the rental company, one of the biggest rentals in companies in Japan. So yeah, you can rent our games from now on. Yeah, just pay us this license fee. You can rent it out. They could do that. There's nothing against them doing that, but they don't.
Yeah.
And there's a pact that will never be broken, and that's why.
I think at this point it really doesn't matter so much. But yeah, it is kind of ridiculous. Obviously, James, as you know, and you basically alluded to, it's like, yeah, with the CD companies and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, man, like
that's why I wanted to know. I was like, why can you rent fucking CDs?
It's like, I don't understand how nobody doesn't see the logic, especially like the people. I mean, granted, it was like probably what 30 or 40 years ago when they made the decision. So I could see Nintendo maybe being a little afraid. I mean, especially with something like the disc system, it may be a little bit easier to crack. But like, fucking carts, like, especially I think, 30 years ago, how are you going to make your own fucking carts and copy them like that? Like, it wasn't something a normal Joe could do.
No. It wasn't like, well, if you listen to what I said, Danny, it wasn't anything to do with that. It was just, renting it out. Right. So, and it was a little bit of influence from the States as well, because they discovered that, people were renting games in the States. And it's like, in Nintendo in Japan, it's like, we don't want people doing that. That sounds terrible. Like, people renting out the game and we get none of the money. We get no cut of the profit. It's like, we need to make a deal where that never happens. And and then we had all those weird things. Oh, I think I know why it started in my mind, because I think on RFN they were talking about how American versions were made more difficult. Like, Ty, you probably know about that, like harder than
some
the
cases,
Japanese
yes,
ones.
In some cases, no.
Yeah.
But the reason why the American versions were easier and then sometimes harder is because that's when they realized, like, oh shit, we need to stop rentals. Let's make the games harder. So there was a time where they were easier. That's before they realized.
That seems like conjecture to me. Like, I think I've also heard a lot of times they made the games harder because the developers thought, our game is too easy, but they had kind of a skewed perception because they're the fucking guys who made the game. But there's something I do want to add here, an extra little insight. I believe attempts were made to stop rentals in the US. Maybe court cases about it, but like I don't.
Nintendo tried. Nintendo tried to stop them. Yeah.
And then they tried like really roundabout ways. Like they would sue video rentals that would like photocopy the manuals and shit.
Yep, exactly.
Which is why one of my favorite artifacts from the 80s and 90s is like the homemade instruction manuals that were like glued onto cases. I wish somebody would make a website of those because some of them were so fucking funny.
Nice.
But now
it's the video game. Ty, you've probably seen this. It's the video game equivalent of those African movie posters.
Yes.
You know what I mean by those?
Exactly.
Where, Danny, do you know what these are? Like in Africa, like they don't have the permission to have the official poster, so they just look at the American VHS box and they just try and copy that. But they're actually painting it by hand, and some of the results are absolutely hilarious.
Cool.
You have to check it out. So
right. So, but that's my special request to the viewers. If you can find like any amazing, like mom and pop store NES instruction manuals, please slap them up. Send them to my tweeter.
There you go. And that's why video games are not available for rental in Japan, and they never will be now. Because what's the point now? At this point, what's the point?
Yep.
We got fucking demos now, right?
Yeah.
Demos have kind of like killed rentals, I guess.
Yeah. Streaming too.
I can just watch the whole game on YouTube. What's the point?
Right. Well, that too. Yep.
Did you know in Street Fighter 6 there are rental tickets for new DLC characters?
Oh God.
I don't know if you can actually pay for them, but they give them out for free on like the battle passes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of.
And it's become a fun little challenge to try to get master rank off of a rented character.
Oh boy. Yeah. Good luck with that.
You'll see some YouTube videos about it. It's pretty good.
That reminds me of I think it was Smash Brothers Brawl. They had like demos of the games, like certain NES or Super NES games, but it was the whole game. But they just had a timer on it.
Yeah.
So like people were trying to beat the games in like 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's beat Ocarina of Time in 4.5 minutes.
Yeah. Good luck.
And, well, no, it is possible.
Well,
with,
yeah,
with glitches, right?
Yeah.
Good times.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the Fami-Fax of the day, week, month. Anyway.
Fami-Fax. We need like a sound effect, like a zzz, 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 like a faxing sound effect.
Probably not going to do that. But yeah, sure. That's in there. If you listen to the audio version, you probably already heard that.
100% doing it.
And actually, that's going to do it for the show. If you do want to, I didn't mention this in the fax section because obviously you know our fax number. But if you want to hit us up on social media or whatever, you can follow us on X at the Famicast, Blue Sky also at the Famicast. If you have a longer form thing to tell us, talk about with us too, the famicast@gmail.com. Sound off in the site article, YouTube comments, anything like that. We can get to your guys's questions and comments. But if you want to follow us individually on social media, you can do that as well. If you want to follow me, I'm at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV. And Tyrone, where can the people find you?
Super Cat Drugs on platforms.
JC.
Yep, at FamiComplicated on everything except Twitter. Please delete your Twitter account.
Twitter only. Got it. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for listening live and all that stuff. Those of you that could, appreciate that. Yeah, if you're listening to the audio version after that, awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a little bit of a note here too. The next show will not be in 2 weeks. The next show is going to be on August 6th, which is a Tuesday. August 7th is my birthday, and I'm going to be out of town actually on that day. Not for work. I'm going to be back in Japan at that point, but
no commitment.
Yes, exactly. Yep, none at all. So yeah, anyways, the next episode of the show will be then. So I hope you guys look forward to that. But of course, JC, Ty, thank you guys so much for joining me. And yeah, we will catch you all next time.
It's time to shoot off.
That's it. Peace.
Gotta head
Come to
out.
the Discord.
Yeah, come to the Discord too.